So the box has just arrived, which will hopefully contain some good records. Bit of a job lot really. I know what the LPs are, but the condition wasn't specified very well, so that's a bit of a gamble. Thankfully it seems to be very well packed. It's nice. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. So far. Is that the right way up? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's leave it there. Okay. So everything's unpacked. And we'll go through and see what exactly we've got here. So first out is a first pressing copy of Cliff Richard's Young Ones film soundtrack from 1962. Lovely clean back. Beautiful unscratched laminate. Very common album, but very uncommon in this sort of condition. Nice original inner sleeve. The green and gold Columbia label. Very clean. "32 minutes and 17 seconds. Again from 1962. Again, a beautiful white back with this one. Perfect flip backs. Beautiful smooth seams. No thumbnails or any spine wrinkles. Best I've seen of that. And again, original inner sleeve, a bit of wrinkling from storage, nothing to worry about. Again, beautiful clean green and gold Columbia labels. First pressing. Summer Holiday. 30 shillings and 11 pence from 1963. Lovely and shiny. Great corners. Even the bottom ones. This album is with its original story inner sleeve. Very unusual for the time. But they were biggest group around. This is a blue and black Columbia. The first blue and black Columbia label without recording first published. Again, monocopy. The Shadows' first album from 1961. That's clean back. These had a tendency to yellow very quickly. Again, lovely unworn laminate. Bit of wear to the corner there. But overall, superb. Original inner sleeve. The green and gold Columbia. Pressed on the old style presses, which gave it this ridge on the label. Me and My Shadows. A very successful album. Very arty cover for the time. Again, very clean and unworn. Again, original inner sleeve, correct one. Beautiful green gold Columbia. Cliff's first album. Now this one always had a yellow back. I think it was a sort of a waxy card that they used. But beautiful condition. Really. Like new. That's what, 1959? You won't find a better one than that. Really. Beautiful original inner sleeve. And just a few finger marks. Otherwise, perfect. Look forward to listening to those later. So that seems to be Cliff and the Shadows finished. Moving on now to the Walker Brothers. The last album together as a group in the 60s. This is Images from 1967. This is a mono copy and on the black and silver Philips label. Correct inner sleeve. Portrait. The second album. I think this is the first one of theirs I heard. And unfortunately, without the insert, which was a photograph of the front cover with some printed signatures on. Again, the record looks pretty perfect to me. Scott 2, second solo album. One of my favourite tracks, the Amorous Humphrey Plug. This isn't mono, this is actually a stereo copy. I prefer the monos, the mono mixes on these early Walker's albums, but it's nice to have a stereo one. This is Scott's first solo album, aka Scott 1. Classic cover. And this one's mono. From 67. Take It Easy. Now that was the first album. Sort of US style paste over back. Philips again. This is some mono one, very difficult to find in stereo. Mono's more common, but beautiful condition again. Now it looks like we're on to Beatles. Let's see what we've got here. So this is a sort of bluey green Apple label, so that signifies a later pressing. Yeah, so mid-70s, mid to late 70s. What have we got here? This is a -3U and see it? Yeah, -3U as well. Mint though. Looks it. This one is a first pressing. Recognised by the Apple being misaligned underneath this track listing. Later pressings it was shifted to the right a bit so it lined up underneath there. Again, really nice unworn laminate. That's just my finger marks. Nice corners too. Original inner sleeve. So that's a -2, -1 pressing, and that has without the Her Majesty credit on the label. Sgt. Pepper's next. This looks like an original inner sleeve. Beautiful, clean white one. It's the first mono pressing. barely any spindle marks there at all. It's going to sound great. But, a sleeve. Well, the sleeve is German, printed in Germany. So it's like a first German sleeve. It's unusual. What's it doing with a British record inside it? Got the cutouts. Nothing else. German sleeve. Wonder what the story behind that is. White Album. Let's see, White Album number 279419. It's a mono sleeve. Let's see what we've got inside. We've got the 4 photographs. Unfortunately, these seem to have been on a wall at some point. Posters here. Thankfully, that doesn't appear to have ever been on a wall. No photo protector sheet, but very nice. Here are the records. It's a mono with an EMI recording. This is disc 2. It's nice condition. No black inner sleeve on this one, but still really nice. I can't see any spindle marks on those labels at all. You can find a black inner sleeve somewhere. His Revolver, really nice early cover, an early Ernest J. Day cover. It seems to have been quite badly folded over there. Yeah, the mono is very close to the top edge. Very white, very clean. Bit of dirt there that'll clean off. No thumbnails. Can't see any spine wrinkles either. Very nice. Paint supplied for inner sleeve. Okay, well that font tells us immediately it's a second pressing, this Times New Roman font, so it's a -2 for Revolver. Really nice condition there. Beautifully clean white back on this rubber sole. Look at that. Really clean. Really sharp corners. Lovely laminate. Bit of wear on the edge there, but otherwise pretty pristine. Let's see the record. It's quite tight in its inner. Hasn't been out of there very often. So that's a -1 and a -1. That's the first pressing. 4RH, 4PH. Fairly early copy. Lovely, clean, crisp inner sleeve. Bit of yellowing. That was really common with these sleeves of that age. Let's help. Not as clean as the rubber sole. Still nice and white though. Yeah, that seems to have been played a bit more. Yeah, a few more spindle marks there. Beatles for Sale. It's nice. Really nice. No ring wear. Well, hardly any ring wear or disc impression on the back cover, which is really common. Lovely, clean, flat front leaf with nice pinch corners. You see that? Yeah. Nice square spine. Let's have a look inside. Yeah. That's nice. Nice and clean. No yellowing, obviously. Not a smoker, this collector. Let's see. The discs, matrix number. It's 3N, so early pressing. 1 GHR, 25 GHM. Hard Day's Night. That's a really nice back cover. And again, it's unusual to be an Ernest J. Day cover with these wider flip backs that you'd see on earlier Please Please Me and with the Beatles albums. Beautifully clean front cover. Just my finger marks again. Slightly lighter blue than the Garrett and Lofthouse covers. Immaculate. And record looks the same as well. Very nice. Very clean early labels. Strangely, hardly anywhere around the side 2 label. Very easily worn centre holes on that album. With the Beatles, You Really Got a Hold on Me. Later changed to Got A. So it's a slightly early one, but with a lighter image, but very clean. It's the correct poly-lined inner sleeve. Let's see what we got. We've got 4N and 4N. It's not often you see 4Ns. 7Ns and 6Ns, but 4Ns is not so common. Beautiful condition. Again. Like this is, wow, look at that. I mean, that is 1963. It's over 50 years old. It looks like it left the shop yesterday. Look at that. So my fingerprints are getting everywhere. It's quite hot up here. Nice corners. Again, the photo credit is under the S, so it's going to be a second pressing or later pressing. Bit of a smudge on the mono there. Don't know what that's about, but great corners. Very rare for this album. Original sleeve, so that looks like a typical 4th, 5th pressing, whatever you want to call it. Yep, pretty standard, but condition. Right, finish with the Beatles, onto the Stones. Yeah, you could immediately feel the flimsiness of these covers compared with the Beatles covers. So first album seems to be, again, a bit of a misfold there, but fairly clean. Original price on the back, 32 shillings and tuppence. It's like a standard sleeve. Again, original inner sleeve. Let's see what we got here. So here we've got a -2A and a -3A. So that's second pressing with a longer version of Tell Me. There's Aftermath. The regular lettering, not the shadow lettering on the early pressings. Nice and clean. Oh, EMI inner sleeve, so that's the wrong inner sleeve. That's 6B3A. It's quite an early pressing. Out of Our Heads. Really nice. Really clean. Because these sleeves were made of much thinner card, they're much more difficult than Beatles albums to find in this sort of condition. That's the original inner sleeve for that one. It's nice. It's going to sound great. I'm really going to look forward to playing these later. And that's the second album. Rolling Stones number 2. Again, price on the top there, 32 shillings and twopence. And this is the first pressing cover with the "See that blind man, knock him on the head" text there. Later ones, of course, are pasted over. And there we go. That's first pressing 2A matrix on that. Beautiful. And one other record, which was at the bottom, was this very nice Magical Mystery Tour. It's the mono one. Just going to check if everything's okay inside. So, solid center mono disc with the correct fluted white inner. Yeah, that's the other one. Again, that doesn't look as though it's been played more than once or twice to me. A little bit of wear on the corner. Let's have a look inside. Yeah, nice clean staples in the middle, no rust. Nice and white, no foxing or age marks there. It's pretty common with these things. It's lovely. That's a great set of records. Very, very nice. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.